Hello, you are welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll explain you Courier Distributor Management. Courier Distributor Management. This project idea is useful for all computer science students who are learning VB.NET, C Sharp, Java, Android. And we all know you're supposed to do a project as far as your curriculum is concerned. So if you select the project to be do it in VB.NET or C Sharp or Java or Android, you record some idea, you record some concept, you record some title. So in that, Courier Distributor Management is one such title. Using that, you can completely understand the Courier distribution system and then you can make a project for them. Right. So in order to do the project, you should know how the Courier distributor works. Here we'll explain you that, and also what the project is already done, we'll demonstrate here. So by watching this video, you will get a lot of things. This project will help to gain language skills. That means that VB.NET, like how to do project in VB.NET. Then domain skills. So domain is the one actually. So for whom you are working. So here we're talking about the Courier distributor. So we need to understand how Courier distributor works. Okay. So for we need to understand them, like how the distribution take place. That is the domain skills and the experience, the overall experience. Once you develop the project, you gain an experience. Therefore, by watching this, you know how the whole project works, and then you try yourself to build the application so that you can gain the experience. Therefore, any software project will get you the language skills, domain skills, and the experience. Therefore, watch completely, write down some important points, and then try to do the project yourself. So that will give you from that you'll gain a lot of work experience. Work experience in IT industry is very, very important. So it's not necessary that you have to go to company to work. Even you sit in home and then you start working. So therefore you start gaining the experience. That is what very, very important. Now let me explain you how Courier system works. So Courier distributor, here we are taking one distributor, individual distributor. So we are distributing a parcel to the customer. So here you can see that this is the distribution center. So this is the Courier distributor, right? So this is the distributor. What he'll do is, so he get a parcel from the main company. So the main company will send the parcel to this particular location. So this is one particular location. They distribute along this area. So one particular set area. So they're going to distribute this into this particular area. Let's say Bangalore, Vijayanagar. So if this is a Vijayanagar, they'll distribute in Vijayanagar. So this is the place name. Likewise, for every area, there is a one distributor, Courier distributor. And then once they collect the parcel, so they need to send to the customer. So here is a customer house. So they want to send to the customer. So they'll send the parcel to the customer. So this parcel has to be carried by the employee. So therefore this distributor will have the employee. So therefore we need to write what are the parcels we collected, who are the employees working here. So what are we distributed to the customer. Also we can collect from the customer also. So customer also come to our center. They can give the parcel or courier to send back to the main company. So that you can send back to the main company. So in this project, we concentrating on the distributor. So for him, so what are the collections done and what are the distribution done? Both we want to manage. For this part, we are doing in this particular project. So that is a Courier distributor. So here is a Courier distributor. So any parcel, every parcel they collect, maybe collect the money, or when they are distributing the customer, that time they can collect the money. So that depends on the whether collect from the customer on distribution, or whether when you are accepting only whether you have to collect the payment. That depends on the customer choice. So this is the main concept of your Courier distributor. So this we need to implement in the language. So here we choose for the VB.NET. So if I'll demonstrate and show you how this works in a VB.NET. So software requirement. So these are the requirement for this particular software. Now we talk about the forms actually, because we are using VB.NET. Here the forms. Okay, what are the forms you are using? Here we are using booking form. Booking form is to make the bookings. They are in alphabetical order. So next is the booking report. So this is to see the report. What are the bookings done? That report. Then you have a country name, then you have a state names, then you have a district names, right? So this is when you are taking the address. So we want to select, we have to collect all these informations. Therefore, by master entries, to make a master entries, we'll enter in the beginning itself. When customer come and giving the courier to us, we automatically choose all these three data. Next is the courier billing type. What are the types of bills? So one is a local billing. If you take about India, South Indian billing, North Indian billing, Western India, like that, or national, international, that and all we can write in the courier billing type. So distribution form. So what are the couriers already we have with us that we want to give to the customer? So that is there in the distribution form. This is the distribution report form. Then employee details. So what are the employees working here? That list. And this is the list actually. And this flash screen is a welcome screen to show what project it is. Login form to log into the project. MDA parent is to have a menu and navigate between all these forms, right? So these are the forms which are covered in this particular project. So make a note of this and try to create same forms. That's good actually, fine. So next is the table. So what are the tables are required? So we are using Microsoft SQL Server in this case, and these are the tables. Okay, we have totally 8 tables. Billing type, we'll go to the billing type. Booking, go to booking. Country, then go to the country details, go to the country tab. Distribution, when the distribution done, that is go to the distribution table. District names, so this is the district names. Employee detail tab, all the employee detail will go to the employee table. State names, all the state name go to the state table. And users tab. So in order to log in, you have credentials in the user table. Project demo, I'll demonstrate and I'll show you like how this project works. So before doing this, if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. So the subscription is free, so you don't need to pay anything. The advantage is, what are the new videos we come up, you're able to view it. So once you get into YouTube, so there in the main screen only, it will show you that. So therefore easy for you to choose. Also share the video. So you share this video with your friends and family members. So if they are doing any course, computer related course, that definitely help them. Therefore share with them. And you want to say something to us, or you want to say something, you please write it in the comment box and then submit it. Fine. So now I'll show you the demonstration for you. Fine. So here is the project. This is the Visual Studio 2019. So Community Edition. Community Edition is a free edition. So if you don't have this Visual Studio, you can go to Visual Studio. You can go to browser, type Visual Studio 2019. So you'll get a link and click on the link. And you can download the free Visual Studio. So it has 3 variants. One is Visual Studio Community. This is a free edition for desktop. This is Visual Studio Code. You can use multiple languages here. Then Visual Studio Community for Mac actually. If you're using the Mac system, you need this one. Okay, but if you're using desktop, Windows desktop, then you can use this option and you can download here and follow the instructions. So once it's completed, then we can open the project here, file open the project. Or you are creating the new project, you go to new project and create the project and give the title name and then start creating one forms. Okay, so ultimately you need to complete all the forms. And here is the Server Explorer and here is the database name. So this is the database and these are the tables. We also have different videos to show you like how to create the database tables and database. Watch that video and then learn like how to create the tables. We already have a video to create a login form. So watch that video also. Therefore, we can see like how to create a new project, how to write the code for login form. All that explained in different videos. So please subscribe to our channel and go to our channel. So getting to channel is easy. So what you have to do is just go to the YouTube. Fine. So once you are in YouTube, so maybe you can search for it. Or if you already subscribed, then no need actually. So you search for iBlix tutorials. Fine. So you can see that all the videos what we already done. So you can able to see all the videos. Check out which are you are interested. Maybe you can watch. You can gain the benefit from this. And subscribe here. So click the subscribe button. Right, so let me run the project. So here is a welcome screen. So Max Courier. So that is the title given. Maybe you can give any title. So then you can change the colors. Then you have to log in. You have to type admin, then admin, ADMIN, ADMN. And if you give the wrong password, so it'll give the message. Okay. So please enter the correct user ID password. So how it is done? So this is done. So here is the coding. So login form code. First you need to import system.data.sql client. After that, you need to write a query. Select staff from user tab. Your username is equal to username text box 1.text. So whatever you enter, that value will come here. And what are the password you enter in the password text box, that will come here. So this will execute it into the users tab. So where is the user tab? If you go to Server Explorer, here is a query database and here is the user table. If I right click and say show table data, so here is the data. So admin, then admin. So it will compare this data, user ID and the password. If both are matching, so then it return the value. So that means it has rows. So if it has rows, then it will go to MDA parent. If we don't have rows, that means it's not matching. Where user ID password is not matching, then we'll go to the message box. So then it says that user ID password not correct or please check. Okay. So that's why the message you're getting. Now let me enter correct user ID and password. Click OK. So we'll take me to the MDA form. So here is the country names. So you can enter the country names here. Click new button. So enter the country name and the country details. So I already enter India. So at this moment, okay, one country is enough. So next is state names. In India, what are the states? Okay. So here we already entered Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. To enter the one more, so click new button, enter the details and then save. In case you want to modify something, you click on the grids. Okay, this is the data grid. Here you can click the text. What are the entries already done? On that you just click. The data will come back. Okay. So then you can modify and then click the modify button. In case you don't want, so let's say I have some data here, so save. So now I don't want this data. So when I click on this data, you can see that both modify and delete enabled. You click delete button. So maybe something wrong. Okay, state names actually. So here is state names. Okay, here is names and here is a name actually. So therefore this S is not required. So then what you can do is I'll see whether. Okay, so you need to rerun. Okay, so continue. Okay, now you can see that it is deleted. So there may be some errors. We need to rectify the errors. Why the error? So state names, yes is there here. That is not required. So I just removed it. Now we can able to delete it. So next time you need to try this. So let's say enter some data, save. So click on this delete button enabled. So the data directly deleted. In case you want to ask the user, okay, so then you have a message box here. So you need to write on message box, do you want to delete this record? If you say yes, then you have to execute this code. If you say no, then you don't need to execute this code. So district names. So we already have a state, okay, so Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. So what are the district names? So we already have one Bangalore. So in case you want, you can enter Mysore. So customer comes and they want to give the courier to the Mysore. They want to send to the Mysore. So Mysore city or Mysore. About Mysore, you need to write here. Save. So this is the data is saved. Next one is bill type. What are the types of bills we can do? So one is local, South Indian, North Indian, Western, national, international, like that. And what are the price for each courier that you can specify over here. And presently we done one, so you can enter for more. Then employee details. Here you can click the new and then enter all the details over here. Then click the save button. So here you can see that I already entered some data here. Fine. So again click new. So enter the new data and then save. Next is the courier billing. Now assume that customer will come and they want to give the courier. Right. So docket number, that is a packet number. And here is the date and billing type. So local. So what is the weight actually? So let's say this out 200 grams. You can see that the price automatically changes. For every 100 gram, 10 rupee increases. So who is giving this? Okay, some Arun is giving. Let's say it's mobile number. We can take the Arun complete address here. And to whom you want to send. So you want to send to some Kiran. We take complete address, then mobile number. So then which country? So it's in India, then Karnataka. It's in Bangalore. Right. So if it is Mysore, you can also take Mysore. Save. So therefore we collect one courier year. Next, what are the couriers we are having with us? We need to distribute them. So let's say we want to distribute 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4. So this one we want to distribute. You can see that the complete details will come. Then you can allocate the employee for this. Then you can save. That means this particular employee is delivered to this customer. Based on that, we have a report here. Employee list. It will show the employee list. Who are all the employees working with us? Next is courier received. What are the couriers we received? That list will come here. Next one, what are we distributed? So that list will come here. So one is collected, one is distributed. Fine. So this is how the whole project works. So we suggest to try this way. And if you are able to make improvement, definitely you can do so. And from that you can gain the experience. So in case you wish to buy this project, you can contact us. So thank you for watching.